Alright, let's start another video in another gorgeous, stunning looking city in Rio Grande do Sul. This one is called Canela. Since we are staying in Gramado, as you have been watching our videos, now today we are visiting Canela, and the first place to stop and see is this, which is the cathedral called Catedral de Pedra. It's a very cute cathedral, and at night they even have a light show. We will try to come back one day while we are here, if we can, at night, to film that for you guys too. And if I can film it, I will put that also in this video for you guys to see. The tower is 65 meters high, and the cathedral, as you see and as also the name implies, is made of stones, the whole structure. Let's also show you guys very quickly interior of the cathedral. There's also a sign on the floor, 1937, and then 1953. I assume 1937 is when the construction started, and then 1953 is when it was actually finished. We came here at night to show you the light show that happens at the cathedral every night at 8 p.m. Besides the lights, there is also music that is played in the background that comes together very nicely with the show of lights all around the building. So there you have it. This is also Canela at night. We just wanted to come and show you very quickly, and now we're gonna continue the rest of the tour in Canela during the day. Right around the square also you have all of these like really cute looking buildings. There is a Hard Rock Cafe also, Hard Rock Cafe of Canela, right here next to the square where you find the cathedral.
All of these buildings around the church, they are all like restaurants and coffee shops, like, so there is a store, so you can like spend the whole day here, like, and you won't be able to see everything.
Yeah, and even if there is no like store, even on the side of the square there's other street vendors that are here. So again, like Gramado, here too, the same style, everything is there for you to entertain yourself and enjoy.
Yes.
Now let's walk on this street, because at the end of this street there is another place worth visiting, which is called Hua Coberta. And the next stop is this place, which is called Hua Coberta, or the covered street, where you have the same idea as the one that we showed you in Gramado. It's covered, mostly restaurants, coffee shops, wine stores, and also chocolate stores. Where you see the train, it is actually in the back a store that you can go and visit, and they also have a restaurant right in front. They also have artisanal products and souvenirs that they sell. And on the other side of the train you have these stores. As you can see, these are the specific knives that they are very well known here in the state of Rio Grande do Sul and the culture of Gaúchos, because they work in the farm with the cattle, with cheese production and everything else, so they're very well known for production of these knives too. And one more store of Floribal that you see it everywhere in Gramado and Canela, no?
Yes.
It's like store after store. Like,
they own the cities.
yeah, it's the best business to have actually. If you are producing wine and chocolate, you come here. I don't know if you have watched our previous video that was about food in Gramado. We tried this dessert too. It is called Royal Trudel. It is apparently a Romanian dessert, but we showed that too in our previous video. And Hua Coberta continues. As you can see, it goes the whole way to the end here, and once again, mostly on both sides you have restaurants and coffee shops, wine stores and chocolate stores. So right after Hua Coberta you also come to this cute little setup, which is not really a square. We're just crossing the street, but here you have this monument and you have all of these little cute houses that are actually stores for different products. Most of them, I think it's artisanal products and like souvenirs that are produced here in Canela. Let's just go check them out. And just to mention a little bit of interesting facts about Canela. The first German immigrants came to Canela in 1903, but then the city was officially founded in 1944. And as of now, according to Wikipedia, as of now the population is around 46,000 people. And where we are now is the street where we actually started the video, in front of the church. Here you also have this square, which is right next to the Hua Coberta, which was right there that we just showed you. You can walk here, and is again the same concept as Gramado. You can buy artisanal products over here, freshly baked cookies and cake and bread. It's also worth mentioning that Canela and Gramado, you could even say that they're almost one city, because by car to get to Canela from Gramado, it's only like between like 6 or 8 kilometers. It took like 5-10 minutes by car. No, not even.
Very close.
Yeah.
And
So
it's basically considered like one destination for like winter.
oh yeah, yeah. Everybody that goes, they say we go to Gramado and Canela.
Yes.
But another difference that I noticed is that today is Saturday. We're here during a weekend. We started in the morning filming in Gramado, and then we came here. Compared to Gramado, even though it's also a Saturday and it's a weekend, it is much more like quiet, much calmer, very like relaxed. Gramado was full of people. Everybody was there. So I can only imagine during the week how quiet and how empty Canela could be. Let's also show you the products that we have here, which is kind of like the same thing that we showed you in Gramado, because again it's almost the same region. And they have Quentão, which is the hot wine that we tried in.
Actually, they said that in Campos de Jordão it is hot wine.
Mm-hmm.
And here in south of Brazil is quentão, and the difference is in Campos do Jordão is only wine, and apparently quentão is wine and cachaça.
Oh, so, yeah, because I don't know if you have watched our video in Campos do Jordão. I tried that. It was wine with cinnamon, slices of apple. It was really, really good. But here, according to Mariana, quentão is actually wine and cachaça.
Yeah.
Can we buy one and try, maybe? Let's see how it is. So let's try this one, which is wine and cachaça.
According to one of our followers, she told us the difference between hot wine in Campos do Jordão and quentão, which is like south of Brazil. The difference is quentão has cachaça, apparently. I don't know.
Give it a try. Just be careful if it's hot.
From me, it tastes the same as the one in Campos do Jordão.
Let me see. Now I'm curious. Smell is good, definitely. Oh wow. Oh wow. My God. I'm so jealous of Brazilians. You just walk around, you find so many good things. Everything tastes wonderful. Wow. Well, I also mentioned in Campos do Jordão there was slices of like apple also in the drink. Here I don't see the slices of apple or anything, but yeah, the taste is very similar actually. Another drink that is highly recommended. We are now in a park called Parque do Caracol. It is supposed to be very, very scenic and beautiful. We don't know really what we can expect, how much we can see and how much we can show, because I'm not sure if we are allowed to fly the drone. First thing first, parking, it's one price. But when you come in, it's 30 reais. You have to pay it. And you park, and now we're gonna go check out the rest of the park. So the prices are as follows. Adults, it's 75 reais per person. This is just the access to the park, all the trails that are there. If people have discount or like elderly, it would be 37. There is an option called Observatorio, which is a tower, I think they said 25 meters high, where you can see the waterfall, which is this tower. Basically it's higher, but for us what makes sense would be just 2 regular tickets for adults to go in. We just wanted to really see the park and also show the waterfall. So let's see. As you walk in, this is the tower that I told you about, that you can go up there and from there look down to see the waterfall. And we are going from here because there is a viewpoint over there from where you can see everything from above. And this is the view. Oh my God, wow, look at this waterfall. The force of the water, no? Insane. It's really powerful. Wow. There is another park also over there in the distance. If you can see, there is cable cars that they will take you up and down. Then way at the end over there, there is also a bridge. It's a glass bridge that you can buy. Another activity, that there's seats going under the bridge, or you can go stand on top of the bridge. But also over there we cannot use any devices, neither the camera nor the drone. So for us to just go there and not show it to you guys, we figured it's not worth it. Here at least we can show you all of this landscape, a lot of araucaria trees, and it just goes to the distances. These like canyons are gorgeous. My God, very nice. So as you walk around the park, there's also more activities that you can do. There are several trails that you can do also, and the trails apparently they are not that difficult. They told us that mostly they're flat like what you see here. So it's very easy to just go around the park and visit everything. And once again, for kids also, there is a little train that goes around, which is leaving right now over there in the distance. More play areas for kids, swings and hammocks if you just want to hang around and chill. And you also have a map of the whole park here. As you can see, there are several trails that you can do. There is a green one, a yellow one, blue, so you can go around. This is where everything is, the entrance and the ticket store, and that's the tower, and this was the viewpoint where we were. We're here now, and there is, as you can see, more things to do and more trails to go all around the whole park. So we decided to take one of the trails and just following the signs. Mostly you have to go down. Coming up is going to be a little bit more challenging probably, but as we are going down we see that the sound of the water becomes louder and louder, so hopefully we're going to get close to it. We can show it to you. Oh yeah, we are getting closer. Wow, this is very nice. Let's get even closer. On our way back, we decided to stop also here, which is the train station basically for that train that I told you leaves from here. It's mostly for kids. It's a cute touch, so while we are here, why not show you this as well before we go to the next spot. And after the park, we are here at a place called Castelinho Caracol. It's a very interesting place. We are going to talk to you guys about it in details. So how does it work here? You buy the ticket. The ticket is 20 reais per person. And the good thing about this place is that you have 7 days to come back as many times as you want with the same ticket. So you pay once, but it's good for 7 days. It's a park slash museum of several buildings that belongs to a family. Mariana knows all the history. She is going to tell you guys everything about it. But just to mention very interesting facts is that if you have watched our video from Pomerode, we introduced you guys to a style of construction which was called Enxaimel, which is very, very common amongst the German immigrants that came to Brazil at the end of 1800s, 19th century. And basically the houses, they just come together in pieces. It's only wood. There is no pin, no metal pin used. They only have like little pieces of wood that will secure different bigger pieces together. And here too is the same style of construction, and the history of the family also we are going to tell you about. As you walk through the property also, you can see still some old tools that they would have in the property, because I assume before it was like a farm, that they would use all of these tools for their daily life and daily needs. And now it has become what it is, which is a museum and actually a tea house also at the end. Again, the same idea also that we showed you in Pomerode video. This is the same thing. The tools that they would use, everything is made of wood, and they would just use them. This one was for sugar cane, to take the juice. It would move around with a person or a cow or donkeys, I would say, because it would be like heavy to move it around and take all the juice from the sugar cane.
So this house is known as Castelinho Caracol, or Caracol Little Castle, and it was one of the first houses built in this region of Canela by around 1903. Like, was the family who built this house start like settling here in Canela, and the house was built from 1913 and 1915. The interesting part is that the house is built with araucaria, or the Brazilian pine tree, which nowadays it would be completely illegal to do that. But at the time, the family actually cut all the trees and the wood. They left the wood for 6 months in water. There is a creek behind the house, so they left it for 6 months, so the wood becomes extremely strong and resistant, to the point that we still have the house until today. The house is built in enxaimel style, which means there is no nails. Wood pins that they connect all the main beams of the house, so there is no nails, and the house is still standing until today. The family lived here until 1980, and then after that, in 1885, they made the whole property as a museum to remind us of how they used to live in the beginning of the 20th century.
Yeah, and another thing is worth mentioning, Mariana mentioned, it would be illegal to build a house these days with this material, because as we mentioned in our videos, in Curitiba, state of Paraná, these trees that you see here, araucarias, they are protected species. So in Paraná especially, it's like a national pride of the whole like state,
and
right?
You cannot cut them anymore. Yeah. Like if you have one that this in your house that we saw in the Paraná state, you have to have a very good reason that you need to cut, and that the city has to give you permission for that. Otherwise, the tree has to stay in your land, and that's it.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Times will change the rules also, and the construction material, you know. And here too, you can see, as Mariana mentioned, it's written here, construction took place between 1913 and 1915. So let's go see inside of the house. It's a huge property, and it just goes on and on and on. As you look at the size of this trunk of wood. Wow, huge. Yeah, even the tools that they had to have at that time to cut everything. Here again, this is like a workshop for them probably. That could have been like is it a steam engine?
Steam engine that they used to make everything in the place work.
Very interesting. And the creek that Mariana mentioned, that they would leave the wood from araucaria trees in for around 6 months or so, is right here, as you can see. And I just touched a spider web. Never mind. And as you can see, the creek is here, and the house is right behind this barn over there. There is another bridge there, but it looks very shaky. I don't think we can cross that, or maybe it's just wires from here I'm seeing. But yeah, this is it. This is another interesting thing, that they would use probably water for grinding seeds and everything else that they needed to, you know, crush. The water comes at the end, makes it heavy, comes up. Yeah, to crush grains. It says corn or rice, no? Wow. It's still working. My God. Very interesting. No wonder German engineering is known all over the world. Imagine, back then, this is what they built. Now let's see if we can show you a little bit of the inside of the house and how it looks like. Wow, oh my God. Look at all the dishes, all the fancy things. On this side you also have like a tea house that is like a coffee shop or tea house. You can have tea or sweets here. Music instruments, oh, cameras for filming, piano, other furniture, paintings and pictures, old pictures of the family that owns this house, this property I would say. The bedroom. And in the coffee shop you can also buy these products. They have all of these cute little wall clocks. Oh my god, they're so cute. Very nice. And Mariana, I saw a plate coming out of the kitchen. Oh my god. I think it was a strudel.
Yeah.
I think we should have one. Also in the house there is this little store as well for other products and souvenirs that you can buy from the store, where you pay for the drinks and everything else that you had, but they have like jam, little t-shirts, some dolls, plates, postcards, everything. It's a very, very cute little store. No, Mariana?
The porcelain.
Yeah, everything that they have is very, very like nicely done.
And one more interesting thing about this little castle is the family that built. So they are the first generation of Brazilians. The parents of the couple who built this house, they came from Germany between 1968 and 1969, actually with the same group of people who came from Germany that went to Pomerode. If you watch our video from this city, you're gonna see the whole history of the first Germans that arrived during that period of time, and they came directly to south of Brazil. They built the house in the Enxamel style, which is from Germany, and the family, they are all German descendants. So this ends our video in Canela, Rio Grande do Sul. We hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to subscribe, there is a lot of mosquitoes here. See you in the next one, bye!
Ciao!